Hey, look at that. The microphone worked first try. I'm actually outside again. See, this happened twice in 1 week. Um, that's the tremendously gorgeous valley. I'm right next to the Trans-Canada Highway. This is about, I don't know, 3 blocks from where I live. The magnificence of the valley is, of course, completely destroyed by the fact that this camera perceives everything as being really, really tiny in the distance. And it's not in the distance. It's not, I promise. But I wanted to do something different, so I figured, hey, Trans-Canada, it's right there. It's noisy as hell, so that way I'll get drowned out by the sound of vehicles. It doesn't help that one of the busier roads in Chilliwack is right on the other side of the fence. Wow, flashes. I wonder what the hell the flashes are from. This is fun. Um, Again, it's in my ongoing attempts to do a few different things, just see if they work. We passed 850 subs today, and I feel like that's an accomplishment. Remember now, we were only at 800 subs, what, 3 days ago? It's funny how when I'm on holidays, the channel tends to grow a lot quicker, so it makes me wonder, if I didn't have to work, maybe maybe this channel would have gone over a thousand subscribers a long time ago. Of course, the problem with that is I don't make enough money at this stage to quit a job, so it's a little trickier than that, but it's nice to be outside because it wasn't as hot today as it was supposed to be. And I get some strange looks because the only bag I've got to carry it in is the senator's backpack, and it's I never realized how gooberish it looks until I saw myself with it on my back before I went to the river a few days back, and I was like, oh my god, I gave this to my kid to take to high school. Wow, it's no wonder he glommed onto the replacement as soon as I bought him one. Bought him a replacement a few months ago. It's like, wow, that's sad. But this isn't ideal due to traffic noise. But at night, no, at night this would be fucking scary, because then I gotta walk along the Trans-Canada to get here. And I'm already scared as a pedestrian now. I cannot imagine as a pedestrian with this many vehicles going by. And at night it doesn't get that much slower. So for anybody who's in the US, not familiar with Canada, that's our highway that goes right across the country. You guys have a whole labyrinth of interstates. Everything we have comes to this road. It's our one road. So if you ever go to war with Canada, hit this and we're screwed. It's over. Well, they hit the Trans-Canada, throw up the white flag, we're done. Chilliwack, I would have been able to show you as recently as 3 years ago. Planes, tons of planes. The Chilliwack airport's right there. Apparently the current owners of the airport cater to their friends and not to the private crowd as much, so the amount of people who actually have planes at the Chilliwack airport has dropped off the map, because this sky should be full of planes right now, and it's not. I've seen one in the hour I've been out here, so that's sadness. And I don't even know, well wait, this is usually the weekend coming up when they have the Chilliwack Air Show. Now if I came out here during the Chilliwack Air Show, I could show you people some shit. It's going to look like shit on this webcam, but you'd be like, I think I can make out, is that a smoke trail? I don't know what that is. Are we supposed to be stoned when we watch this? Oh look. And then all of a sudden there's quiet. So, I don't know. I needed to get out of the house anyways. Because when I'm not with my channel and doing channel things, I tend to focus on the fact that my kid's grown up. He's been home all day. I haven't spoken more than 2 words with him because he's got a friend over to play video games, so that's important. And I don't mean that as sarcasm. That is important. When you're 16, your friends being over playing video games is everything. But, you know, I'd always kind of pictured when I was in my 40s that things would be more couple-ish and less single-ish than they are. The whole whole thing about being single is, you guys, you younger guys, take advantage of this while you can, because all the flirting you do now, the girls go, isn't that cute? When you're my age and you try even a little bit of it, fucking creepy, man. Chicks are reaching for their pepper spray, and you're not even hitting on them. You're just trying to be complimentary. He's being a creep. I'm not trying to be a creep. Gets to the point where whenever there's an attractive female in here, you kind of have to do this. You kind of have to look at the floor, kind of pretend you're in timeout, because you're not allowed to think they're pretty, and you don't want anybody to perceive that you think they're pretty, or else you're, getting yapped about as soon as you're 10 feet away, because you're old, so your hearing's going, so they'll say things not realizing you can still hear them. The one thought I've had is my bike's fixed now. I could have brought my bike out here, but I don't bring the bike along Trans-Canada Highway. Are you fucking kidding? Although, there is a roundabout way to go to Bridal Falls, which is this beautiful falls around here. And I was thinking, if I could do a hockey video from the falls, now we're talking. Because I kind of look at what other channels are doing, and it's fine to broadcast from a single location. Lord knows I've got 851 subscribers by my last count, and every video except the river video has all been done from one location. I really wish that sign would stop fucking creaking. Great. See that sign? Yeah, it creaks. Every time it creaks, I think there's somebody behind me. It's a piece of shit. Fuck you, sign. Fuck you. Oh god, I hope that trucker didn't see that. Alright, this might be my last broadcast. If it is, I love you. Melissa O'Neill from Dark Matter. Or, what was it Jim Carrey declared his love for? Said he wanted to have babies with her. I'm trying to remember now. You guys can remind me in the comments. I saw that video, and afterwards he was like, it's a joke. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, it was Emma Stone. It's like, Jim, I'm in your age range, man, and I understand that you might see an actress and figure, well, I'm an actor, so she'll go for me. No. Just because in Yes Man he got Zooey Deschanel doesn't mean he can just get all the hot youngsters, because Zoe is right up there, but it's one of those things about getting older. You just can't do that anymore, Jim. There's an article on TSN where Brian Burke says that NCAA guys usually don't make an impact. I got thinking about that. I remember when there was a lot of hype around Matt Gilroy. Matt Gilroy was coming in. He was going to be awesome. Christian Hansen was another one. He was going to be amazing. I remember every year in hockey cards, you'd see the Hobey Baker Award winner would get a special hockey card, whether they were drafted or they weren't. And it was, this guy's got all kinds of potential. 9 times out of 10, they don't make it. Sort of like what I was saying to you guys there with VC, and be careful, because it's sort of like the overagers in junior. Yeah, they score a lot of points, but they're older. They should score a lot of points. Okay, I'm not letting flies get near my food. Thank you very much. But in college, it's even more so. I mean, there's going to be freshmen they're playing against. I honestly, in terms of players and level of play, I would put NCAA. I honestly feel, and having watched some NCAA games, it's not on par with Junior A hockey. I think Junior A hockey's up here, and I think NCAA is just a little bit below. So when I see NCAA stats, first off, scoring stats are usually lower, league-wide in the NCAA. And I don't know if that's because they coach more defensive systems because they're not as talented of players, or what the deal is there. But anything NCAA related, I take with a grain of salt. When a guy leaves NCAA and goes to the CHL as a 19-year-old, I actually respect that play a lot. Although, seen as tricky. If you get that university degree, that's something to fall back on if the hockey career doesn't work out. For these guys in junior, hockey might be all they got. So, get your education, take your chances. I think where, in Jimmy VC's case, where a lot of people are excited is that VC's older, than the guy you drafted in June. So the odds of him actually being a top 6 forward, they're higher for this year. But in terms of ceiling, I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, and I'm not saying this just so I can dub this a hockey video. I'm saying it because genuinely I wanted to talk a little bit of hockey based on that and the whole NCAA thing. Because I don't often agree with Brian Burke, but he's right on that. NCAA guys come in with a lot of hype, and they usually don't live up to that hype. VC might be one of those exceptions, but I look at guys like Justin Schultz, Jake Gardner. They're good defensemen, but because they came in with so much hype, they've never been able to live up to it. Tyler Bozak was another one in Toronto. He came in as an NCAA guy. He was really highly touted when he came in, and he's a very good forward. I would love to see him on any one of my teams, but he's never been a number one center. Never been really your. If you're a good team, he's not your number one center. So there's a perception on some level that he's failed, even though he's been thrust into a role he wasn't ready for and not suited for. So anyways, I figure I'll shut this video down here. I just touched on the NCAA thing after I explained why I'm out at the highway. I can't just start with hockey talk while I'm out at the highway, because I'm just going to be going, why are you are you okay? Why are you at the highway? Is your permit burning down? So anyways, there's the highway. I used to count rakes. Anytime I was on the highway, I would count rakes that we would pass. And I always did that was, I used to love that. I've always loved the highway. It's a strange thing. I love the highway, and I love the river. I just don't like anything in between the two. I love a crowded highway. I love a loud, crowded highway, and I love a quiet, peaceful river. And anything in between just kind of aggravates me. So I'm strange that way. Anyways, may all of your highways be straight and true, and I will talk to you all again tomorrow.